Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I will show you different ways on how you can be productive during online classes. Do you feel burnt out already even classes just started? Do you feel that you're not on track because of a pile of assignments and quizzes you have? Do you tend to scroll through social media more than working on your tasks? And do you procrastinate a lot? Because worry no more, I will show you 6 ways on how you can stay productive. They did work on me. You can also try them and eventually make them a habit. And yes, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. The first one that I will share with you on how you can stay productive during online classes is to have a to-do list. You can list the things you should do on a piece of paper, sticky note, planner, or if you're into digital to-do list, you can use your notes app. But personally, I've been using Microsoft To Do since here you can easily view your lists on any of your devices, which is very convenient. You just have to log into your Microsoft account on any of your devices. Usually, once the teacher gives us or tells us that we have a quiz or assignment, I will immediately open my Microsoft To Do on my laptop, then list it down there. The good thing is that you can add a due date, reminder, and some notes on that specific to-do. Creating a to-do list allows you to be on track with all of your submissions. Also, I heard this to-do list important, urgent format, and it has 4 categories where basically you will list the urgent and important task, also the important but not urgent, and etc. So this is how it looks like. I will also link a photo of it if you want to check it out. Another way to be productive is somewhat the same as the previous one, but this is in a different app. It is Google Calendar. It is just basically a calendar where you can plot out the things you're planning to do. It can be weeks or months away so that you'll have an idea that on those particular days you have to do a specific task or maybe start a hobby. I also like the sync feature of this app, the same as Microsoft To Do, because I can easily view the calendar on any of my devices, which is again very convenient. I also synced here my LMS Canvas calendar. So as you've noticed, I have this green colored schedules. Those are from our Canvas calendar. I just added the link to the calendar here on my Google Calendar. And usually I add here my collaborations with different companies or products so that I can have an idea of what week my schedule would be available and stuff like that. You can also plan out here the hobby you're planning to start so that it will remind you that by that time you should be doing it. Next is to simply wake up early. So I've been listening to the Mindset Mentors podcast, and he always says on his How to Be Successful episodes that you should wake up early. And I do this because I think I'm much more productive when waking up early, and it feels like you have a lot of time to do your tasks and assignments. Also, I do this because our classes starts at 7, so I don't really have a choice. But even on weekends, I train myself to wake up early. Not only you can do your tasks, but also you will feel much more energized when you wake up early. Because when I wake up late in the morning, I think I would just be scrolling through social media, eating, lying down, and just not being productive. Anyways, every person is different. This may or may not work for you. Also, I would like to share something as what I've read on a website. Waking up early leads to more productivity. It also reduces stress level. You will also have a better sleep quality, have better score in exam based on a research conducted by Texas University. And lastly, it instills you with positivity. So as early as now, I recommend you to practice yourself to wake up early. Another way I will share with you that I've been doing is to immediately do a part or finish your school task. Because we tend to forget and prioritize other not so useful things than prioritizing our schoolworks or other useful tasks. Personally, once the teacher gives us a work or an assignment to work on, even though the deadline is about a week away, I will try to do a part of that assignment or task if that requires a lot of work. But if I can just finish it in one sitting, like doing some essays or doing short assignments, I will do it immediately, finish them, then pass it. Because I want my load on my school tasks to lessen. Also because I want to balance my time with school, content creation, and being a daughter and a sister. So, yeah. However, if you already feel tired or burnt out, just take a rest first. Don't force yourself, because if you're pushing yourself, you still might not be satisfied with the outcome of your work. Next is to practice the Pomodoro technique. If you don't know what this technique is, it is a time management method on which you will work or study for 25 minutes straight. No social media, no cell phone. Probably if you will not need it to do your task, you just have to do your work for the whole 25 minutes. After that, you will take a short break. Usually, I take about a 5-minute break, like hydrating myself by drinking water, eating some snack, or having a bathroom break. So I usually do this when I'm studying for our periodical examination, and I do see the difference on which before I study for an hour or two without breaks, and it just keeps my brain to be exhausted, which also makes me sleepy all the time. When I started the Pomodoro technique last school year, especially during I study, it kept my brain refreshed after every 25 minutes, and the ones that I studied retained much more longer than studying for 2 to 3 hours straight. This doesn't only apply on schoolworks. You can also do this while you're doing other stuff or other things for you to avoid scrolling through social media for a very long time. And just make sure that you also set a timer for 5 minutes so that you will be aware if you will transition again to work mode. Lastly, I think this is an essential way to be productive, and it is to have a clean/a clear study workspace. For me, a person won't be very productive if their surroundings or desk is messy. If this happens, your brain will not function properly at its best, because you will be occupied with all of the mess going all over your desk. So that's why before school starts or before doing a task, make sure to have a clean study space so that you will be more focused and productive during your work. Every time you're done working or before going to bed, have a habit of fixing your stuff on your desk so that the following day you don't need to clean up, and you will just have a refreshed mind and ready to be productive on that day. So those are the 6 ways on how I stay productive during online class. I hope that you got some ideas and something that you can practice and eventually make a habit. Again, the things that I mentioned may or may not work for you. We are different from one another. So the best thing for you to do is to know how you can be productive in a much higher level in your own way. If you have other ideas or ways that I haven't included in the video, you can comment them down below and we would love to try them out. And yes, that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this one. So if you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you want to subscribe. And yes, that is all. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye, guys.